Namaste. General Studies subject aims to form the basis of a rational commitment to values through holistic learning experiences, irrespective of the bindings of science, commerce, or humanities stream. With the blessings of Honorable Chairperson, our students of grade 11 have worked on the thematic IT integrated projects in the first term this year. And now the school has integrated theory of knowledge component in general studies curriculum for this term to equip students with 21st century skills as enumerated in the new education policy 2020 also. The TOK component based presentations focused on critical thinking shall give the students the opportunity to reflect on the acquisition and production of knowledge, question the claims that we make about knowledge, and inquire into the nature of knowledge itself. It is the desire of Honorable Chairperson that every student at Amity should be able to critically think and analyze. And we as a school are providing motivation and a platform for the
Respected judges, teachers, and my fellow students. My prompt is, are some types of knowledge more useful than others? And I attempt to answer this question by taking three evidences. My first evidence is of violence against women. It is one of the most pervasive violations of human rights in the world today, with 603 million women living in countries where domestic violence is not yet considered a crime. My second evidence is an example of a woman, Catherine Switzer, who didn't declare herself a woman when she competed in a race in 1967 in which women were not allowed. When it became apparent that she wasn't a man, the officials tried to stop her from competing, but they were unsuccessful in the same. Her awareness about her rights and willingness to fight against the system finally forced the Amateur Athletics Union to allow women to compete. This made 1972's marathon the first to officially allow female entrants. This evidence proves how important the knowledge of one's right is over many other kinds of.
Mark that I could see in each one of you and the level of enthusiasm in respect to justifying your point, sharing your knowledge, and all of the amazing progress that you've made, because this is happening for the first time. I was so impressed. The reason why I asked questions is because your points and your sense of knowledge made me very curious to learn.
My name is Aditya Pillai, and today I shall be speaking on the needs, the scope, the dimensions, and the basic principles of international understanding. So, one such need of international understanding is to ensure world peace. We can illustrate this by taking the example of the China-Taiwan conflict, which is my second evidence. Now, Beijing has increased military and political pressure on Taiwan to accept its sovereignty claims, drawing anger from the democratically ruled island, as well as from the rest of the world. In fact, many organizations, including the United Nations and the G7, are willing to take up measures in case of infiltration by China. Now, due to these potential violations of international peace by China, the world has come together to ensure there is an international understanding on world peace. Now, diving back into my first evidence, another need of international understanding is to promote human welfare. We can illustrate this by talking about the recent vaccine diplomacy scenario, which is my third evidence. WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom previously criticized wealthier nations for gobbling up the global vaccine supply. Under pressure, it is now only that the rich and developed countries are finally donating vaccines to the poorer countries.
And my prompt for today is, how can we know that the current knowledge is an improvement upon past knowledge on the subtopic nanomedicine? Nanomedicine is one of the emerging technologies and a branch of nanotechnology finding applications in healthcare. Most people were unaware of the term nanomedicine until recently. In fact, the Department of Science and Technology established the Nanomission program to support basic research in 2007. Initially, the major stimulus for nanomedicine innovation was through government funding. However, in the recent years, the number of private investments have increased. Nanomedicine is still at an early age of development in India, with most of the research taking place in universities. To boost development activities and commercialization chances, appropriate policies and cooperation between different stakeholders are essential. My first evidence here was published by Taiwan News on the 14th of December, which gives an insight on healthcare nanotechnology.
I think the presentations were extremely holistic because you covered every aspect that was possible for that particular topic. And I saw some of the presentations even had collected primary data, which is commendable, especially at this level.
That was actually globally brought to the forefront because it's beyond Nigeria. We had instances of the US and all that, and I believe that more people became aware of what police brutality was, and quite a number of countries began to address that at one level or the other, especially when this lockdown occurred. So yes, that's a good example of how we saw transference of knowledge and understanding across countries. Thanks for your answer.
I was very happy that all of them did refer to the driving question, the prompt. You know, the driving question is the one that they have based their presentation on. And I think that all of them have done a very good job and kept referring to the question, which is actually the purpose of this presentation, that they, move with the evidences to answer that prompt that they had selected and chosen for their presentation. And all of them, I think, spoke very well, very relevant topic. I mean, it's a hot topic, environmental. We have to look after our environment. Even the previous one, I love the nanotechnology, the net neutrality. They're all very, very relevant topics today.
कहते हैं आरती, दिस इज अ वेरी गुड आपका जो आप ये इनिशिएटिव फ्रॉम यू है ना टू डू दिस प्रोग्राम फॉर चिल्ड्रन। कहते हैं आपका जो दो है द क्रॉस क्वेश्चनिंग कम्स एंड द चिल्ड्रन दे डोंट ओनली जस्ट रटोफाई बट दे अंडरस्टैंड इट, है ना, दे अंडरस्टैंड इट इन अ बेटर वे. सो दिस इज अवर इंडियन सिस्टम. My system is to cross question and to debate. The curiosity of the child is very important in our education system. So ये धीरे धीरे I am happy Aarti you are bringing this into Amity.
Thank you so much.